Hi, Humaniser. Last time we talked about the three pillars of humanizing our workplaces framework: the mindset we bring, the way we connect, and the culture we shape. Those pillars are the architecture of work. But a structure alone is not enough. Without practice, pillars are just, a line on paper. What brings them to life are the principles, the daily choices, micro behaviors, and conversations that quietly shape how we think, connect, and perform. Today, I want to walk you through what the principles are, how to spot them in action, and why they are at the heartbeat of humanizing our workplaces. Principles are the bridge between intention and behavior. They guide you how we show up when no one is watching, how we handle tension, and how we make decisions that affect others. In the Humanizing Our Workplaces framework, there are 12 principles, 4 under each pillar. Each one translates the big idea into daily practice. Let's have a look a little deeper, shall we? Vamos! Under the mindset we bring, we have principles like own your impact, which is about taking responsibility not just for intention, but for how our actions land. It's the difference between defending what we meant and learning from what happened. Stay curious, asking before assuming, and staying genuinely interested in what we might not know yet. Curiosity helps us pause instead of react and see possibilities we would otherwise miss. Be real, not right. This is about choosing honesty over ego. It's about showing up as human, not perfect, and remembering that connection always beats being right. And practice perspective, remembering there is always more than one story in the room. When we take a moment to look through someone else's lens, it changes the tone. The tension softens a little bit. The ideas open up and collaboration becomes a lot easier. Under the way we connect, we have recognized the person, seeing people beyond the roles and deliverables. It is the simple stuff that makes a big difference. Saying thank you, checking in, or noticing when someone else is off. When people feel seen, they show up differently. Make it safe. It's about creating the kind of environment where people can speak up, disagree, or ask for help without fear. Safety is not soft. It's what allows honesty, learning, and better decisions. Speak with clarity. Saying what matters with care. Clarity is not cold, it's kind. It saves time, avoids confusion, and helps us move forward with less drama. And listen to understand, not just to reply. It's about staying curious in conversation, really hearing what's behind the words. When we do, people stop defending and start sharing, and that changes everything. And finally, under the culture we shape, we start with culture by design, being intentional about how we work, not just letting habit decide for us. Culture happens whether we plan it or not. So this principle is about shaping it on purpose, choosing the tone, the rituals, team rituals, and the system that makes people feel supported. Then there is build care and belonging in, which is about weaving care into the daily, fabric of work. How we make decisions, how we celebrate, how we show up for each other. Because belonging is not a feeling, you add on top. It's something that you build in. Well-being is performance infrastructure. This one reframes the whole story. It's not about well-being programs or yoga classes. It's about designing work in a way that doesn't burn people out. Protecting energy is protecting performance. And finally, make it sustainable. It's about creating rhythm that lasts, building teams that can't keep going without running on empty. Because real performance is not about speed, it's about endurance. So, if the pillars are the architecture of work, the principles, these principles are what bring them to life, the heartbeat behind how we think, how we connect, and how we lead. They're not a slogan or, nice ideas. They are the real stuff. Small, consistent choices that quietly changes how work is experienced. You can see them in action every day, in how people make decisions, how, they give feedback, design meetings, or even handling conflicts. That's where the culture is built. Not in strategy decks, but in human moments. Over the next few weeks, I'll be unpacking each principle, sharing examples, micro actions, and reflections you can take into your own team. But for now, just notice which of these principles already live struggling in you or in your workplace, and which one might need a little bit more care, attention, or even courage. Humanizing our workplaces is not about grand change programs. It's about what we repeat, what we reward, and protect every single day. That's where performance grows. And that's where humanity comes back to work.